Oh, that's right. You can't be Rama Rama chat. You just can't be. The gas is too expensive now. You can't afford to be. Sorry, it's just not. It's not possible. My God, did I forget to shill earlier? Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, don't forget to go buy hats. Buy lots of creative hats. Hats and t-shirts. There's new merchandise in the merch store. Oh my God, buy all the hats you can. If you've got 2 hats, get a 3rd hat and put it on. Wear 3 hats. It's a new style. Call it the triple look like CRP's hair. Let me pull it up. I want you to do this with the hats you buy from my merch store. Pull up his fucking. There we go. You see how it's angled? You got it off to the left, off to the right, straight up. That's how you need to wear the hats. You need 3 of them though. All right, we call this a CRP level of support when you go to the merch store. You need 3 of those hats to get that Bozo the Clown look. You'll have 15 stars. Think about that. 15 stars. Clearly better than 5. I need to do some CRP branded shit. Just to infuriate him a little more. I wonder what his reaction would be. I started selling little Jewish grandma robes. Just called the CRP special. And maybe my Chechen lover boots is the other item I'll sell in the store. It'll be like a twofer, right? You buy one and you pay full price for the second because I don't give discounts. It's a twofer for me, not so much for you. And I'll send, well, I won't send because that would require effort, but I'll think about sending a thank you note to CRP for selling so many hats for me. Maybe he'll fall out of another airplane. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. Let's move on to the main show, chat. I hope you're fucking excited. I hope you're fucking excited because we've got some crazy shit coming up. I am. I'm thoroughly fucking excited. Let's kick this off with an apology. So we had CRP basically blaming me for bullying him like his daddy did. Spanking that ass. You know, he's older than me. It's weird to have a man who's older than you think of you like the father that beat him. But regardless, I've got an apology coming my way from somebody else, which opens up our new segment. So here's this amazing apology.
And this video is to Jim, Mr. Metokur. He goes by Quarantine Coof on Twitter. Jim, I was upset with you because you misrepresented me on my birthday. But I want to apologize to you for, I was super drunk and said some things that I didn't mean. And when I drink, I get blackout drunk and I don't even know what I'm doing.
So I got a little bit of an apology. Now that's Wayne Lambright. You may remember him as the person that said he was going to cut my fucking head off.
It took you 6 years to have the courage to come after me, thinking that you would not be murdered. I'm going to have you killed. I'm going to find out where the fuck you are.
So Wayne decided, hey, I'm going to give Jim an apology for threatening to cut his. There's another clip where he's like, I'm going to cut your head off with a butter knife. I'm going to find where you live, and I'm going to cut your head off with a fucking butter knife, Jim. Now, what prompted this apology? Why would Wayne suddenly be so apologetic about trying to behead me with the world's dullest cutlery? Well, apparently, some shit's been going down in Wayne's world, and we're going to take a deep dive into seeing what's going on. I hope you're ready, chat. Let's get into it.
I think today was the 5th time a swatting has been directed towards me. There were, I thought, about 8 sheriff deputies here because somebody prank called them and said that I had committed a crime that warranted their attention to come out here. And I thought I heard a car pull up and hands up, and I walked out and almost like I hear somebody. Hold on.
Now, let me just pause the audio here for any headphone users. This is the stream he got swatted on. But I had to adjust the audio because his audio is terrible. But what you need to know is Wayne lives in a shed in the desert. A completely metal shed in a fucking desert, surrounded by metal sheets for heat insulation. So it sounds like robots fucking in the background. But I had to up the volume on this clip to get it to play properly. So if you're using headphones, maybe ease them off your ear a little bit, because some of the audio coming through in the next few clips is going to be a little bit loud. So that's your warning. very scared. That is Wayne Lambright being swatted, allegedly swatted, had the police called on him just 3 days ago. And if you heard from the 2 clips preceding that, which were actually videos after the event, that's the 5th time in the last couple of months he's been swatted. According to him, now I have no way of verifying this, but according to him, he's gone in to buy hats at tractor stores and had bomb threats called in. He's had suicide threats called in. The fire department has showed up at his desert shed. So this is number 5 now, and this was caught on live stream. Now the police come into his metal shack in the desert to talk to Wayne, and he decides the best way to really de-escalate the situation is to talk about his bona fides.
So that's our only number. Yes, that's the only number. So when I got evicted from my place, my landlord is also an attorney. We were best friends for 7 years, and I was super broke at the time, like 4 years before he evicted me. But since I was running for president, I didn't even tell him. I kept it real quiet. I didn't want anybody in town to know I was running for president. I was just like, if I could get some attention in this website and get a following, because these guys are pretty aggressive, then they'll promote me and it'll take care of itself. And if it doesn't take off, then nobody knew. Because you gotta have a pretty big ego to run for president. I'm a Toastmaster, a distinguished Toastmaster. Toastmasters is a public speaking and leadership organization. Okay. And I was area governor in San Francisco like 8 years. And so it's just something that I wanted to be in public service.
Where's the guy?
I'm gonna go ahead and nail the part.
Where's the guy you say you had? Just don't
The baby gun?
go for it.
No, I won't. It's right up here. It's a rifle, air rifle.
I don't know if you caught that, but let's go over that step by step because I love it. I love everything about that clip. So the police have showed up because it's been called into them that I don't know exactly what they said, but something to the effect of he's got a gun and he's dangerous. And the police come into this dude, he's half naked, in the desert alone in a metal shack. And he invites them in, and he's like, I just want you to know I ran for president, and I am a certified Toastmaster. I am a Toastmaster that uses 4chan to advertise my presidential campaign. I love the cop at the very end. After he says, I'm a Toastmaster, the cop's like, where's the gun? Where exactly in this metal shack is the gun, Wayne? Oh, my gun? Yeah, your gun. Where's your gun? Oh, it's over there. By the way, I'm a Toastmaster. I'm a certified Toastmaster. Oh. Now you might be curious, after this event, why is it Wayne is apologizing to me? I don't, it doesn't make sense, does it? Why would Wayne apologize to me after the cops show up to take his air rifle away? Well, apparently, I'm involved in a conspiracy against Wayne. At least that's according to Wayne himself. I guess I go by multiple names and run one of the biggest gay trolling ops on the internet. So let's take a look.
You're actually an online bully, Jim. You bullied me a terrible amount. You hide your face and you profit from this. That's insane. Jim, you're a little insane, all right? I'm still traumatized over what happened to me at Safeway. My life has never been the same since. And here we are coming up on 6 years, I think. 7 years this July. And I'm not gay, but I'm being persecuted like I'm gay. And so I feel the pain of the gay men, the gay community. I'm very empathetic to their plight.
To be fair, I think CRP is also very empathetic to the plight of the gay man, at least judging by his taste in Chechen men and their Prada boots.
Jim, I would ask that you take down your tweets, all your tweets making fun of me, okay? And I am going to have to tell the police about you making fun of me. And to me, you're a huge suspect. You could be Morton Shecklestorm.
Hey, everybody, Jim here, also known as Morton Shecklestorm. Oh, yes, hello, officer. Mazel tov. Morton Shecklestorm, in the flesh. Nice to meet you. Oh, aren't you a mensch? You got a little baby needs a circumcision? Ask your friend Morton Shecklestorm, otherwise known as Jim. Maybe it was you. It's Morton Shecklestorm, Jim.
Jim, you're going to do what you're going to do. You know, I think the police will investigate this, and they're gonna be like, why is Jim following Wayne? Why is Jim harassing Wayne? Maybe you are Morton Shecklestorm, Plank, Jonah Goldberg. I don't know.
So I'm not just Morton Shecklestorm. I'm also somebody Goldberg. These names seem to have something in common, Wayne. I don't know why you assume that I'm an undercover Jewish man coming after you because you're a Toastmaster living in the desert. Jim, you need to take those tweets down. I need those tweets to come down immediately. Otherwise, I'm going to inform the police that you are, in fact, multiple Jewish men that have been plaguing me as I live in the desert. Jim, I know that you're Shecklestorm Goldstein Goldberg, Big Schnauzer. I know who you are. I know your secret identity. That's why you won't go on camera. We'll see your little yipper. We'll see that yarmulke. We'll know what's going on, Jim. Or should I say, Rabbi? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The nose chat, is that right? Perhaps they do. Take a small break here. Because Wayne did say, in fact, let me pull that first part of the video up because I think that's an important bit.
You know, you're actually an online bully, Jim. You bullied me a terrible amount. You hide your face and you profit from this.
You hide your face and you profit from it. That sounds like a great time to start reading a few super chats. Thank you, Wayne. From Ugly Bastard, basically pretty much Metokur doing a stream is always a treat to watch. Glad I could help this time. Well, thank you very much. Wayne appreciates it. From some Fegut, recession, food stamps, Fauci calling for more restrictions potentially in the future, the absolute state of America. Big Dro, please give thoughts on the laptop TM. Unfamiliar, to be honest. Bot chat, a new member, thank you. From the Music Anon, Keck at the start of the stream, 1,000 people plus got Thanos from the watch count, barely recovered. From Pisek, unmute Jade. Saltarium, did you ever get revenge on the crying red faggot? No, I think he pretty much just fucked off, to be honest. From Metokur Fembot, Russia has shown itself to be the Sigma Chud of 2022, no more gas for Europe, rise of the ruble, and USSR2 electric boogaloo LFG. From Azov 10, your Chud looks like Les from the Big Les Show. Give it a watch if you have not. Read a few more here and get going. From God, the experiment failed. This war is turning into a Sped and Spurg attempting to play Risk, one throwing all the pieces he has at the board to try to knock over the other's one piece, and the other inserting his ghost OC on a jet piece. Be the cat. Don't forget to take your vitamins. From Ethereal, why the Russians painting sideway ends on all their stuff? They're trying to do an N-word stack in the air, but the I, G, the G, and the E, and the R, all those planes crashed. That's sad. They do it on their jets. They tried it with their vehicles too, but they all piled up. From Higgs Girl, hey Papa Jim, I had a birthday this month, and this is a great late birthday present. Hope you feel better, Jim. Love and miss your stuff. Well, thank you. And happy birthday. From Horsey Productions, hell yeah, the king has returned. Bad at Karate, war, germs, all I care about is celebrities slapping each other, as do we all. From Pooh Zecker, for years of entertainment, use this to upgrade Jade's farm tools when she harvests the rice. Read two more here. From Kaizu Desoya, Jim is the only super chat I've ever sent you. You said you like Kenneth Branagh movies. Have you ever seen a movie called Dead Again? No, I've not, but I liked him in his Shakespeare stuff. And I liked him in the Nazi movie he did, too, which was really good. And then from Half-Eaten Hooker, if you have a suit, Jim, you won't screw up your audio. Well, that is good to know. I will get to the rest. We'll read the rest as we go on. I don't want to front load too much. I know. It can get a little annoying. So, again, to bring us up to speed, Wayne Lambright has apologized to me after being swatted because apparently he thinks I'm undercover Jewish men that have been harassing him in the desert. That's my only conclusion from what we've been watching. It's the only sensible thing I really think we can come to agreement on. Now, Wayne seems pretty comfortable talking to the police. I wonder why that is. Oh, wait, maybe it's because of this.
Can I give you the FBI information? The guy I've been talking to? And I set up a secret account. Like, I gave the FBI guy my Discord login so he could log in as me, and they will monitor. They got 3 people arrested so far.
Yeah, that was Wayne Lambright telling the police officer that came to investigate the call out to his house that he's working with the FBI to get people arrested on Discord, and that he's facilitated the arrest of 3 people through Discord with the help of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if I'm the one with the last name Goldberg here, Wayne. Uh-oh. I see a lot of G's in chat for Glow. I'm seeing a lot of people saying Glow Ops in chat. I don't know. That's a hell of a thing to admit on a stream, that you're working with the fucking feds to get people arrested on Discord. Now, Wayne, this isn't completely, I should say, separated, right? He's got other grievances with me. I'm not just a dick nickel bully jerk. He has other reasons to be upset with me. He thinks I misrepresented him. He's angry about the previous stream that I didn't do with him 7 years ago. But mostly he thinks I'm making things up when I talk about him, or when I brought him up previously on a stream. Here's an example of some of his grievances.
You were just pulling stuff out of thin air, making up things that sounded like facts, but they weren't facts. You were completely misrepresenting me, and you like you said, Safeway had a restraining order against me. That's not true at all. And this Safeway story, man, like, by you saying something like that, that really discredits me. Okay? Nobody has ever had a restraining order against me.
So Wayne's upset that I'm misrepresenting him. He said when I talked about him in the last stream that I brought up a restraining order in regards to Safeway, and that's bullshit, right? That's pulled out of my ass, and that's terrible. I'd like to remind Wayne that I didn't just pull that out of thin air, Wayne. Let's take a look at where I got that. Oh, I got that from you, Wayne. See, Wayne Lambright used to run a blog on Tumblr, and multiple articles he wrote all talked about his termination from Safeway. You can see there, this is from around August of 2015. It's true, Safeway terminated me because an employee told me to suck a bag of dicks, Alex. Now, we'd covered this on the previous stream. And on the previous stream, I'd actually shown another blog post that you did. And let's look at the fucking very opening of that blog post, Wayne. Let's go take a look at what you wrote. Here we are, Wayne Lambright. This is your archive. This is your Tumblr. You can see the URL up there. This is Lambright@tumblr.com. And what's in the first couple of fucking paragraphs? Don manager at Safeway in Guraville tells that he won't serve and called the sheriff on me. Called the sheriff on you. He told my friend Melissa there is a restraining order on me, which is a lie. He's using intimidation and discrimination. I suspect there's an anti-retaliation policy, but they are retaliating. So Wayne, when I talked about all this silly shit about your Safeway adventures, that wasn't me pulling things out of my ass. I read your blog. Your blog where you talked about it, Wayne. That's not Jim. That's not Mr. Goldberg making things up, okay? That's me reading your own words. I mean, you did video after video about this. Let's not forget calling my union rep, telling Safeway employees to suck a bag of dicks. Wayne Lambright, 2015. Here's another one. Call with human resources at Safeway regarding sucking a bag of dicks. Wayne, you did hundreds of videos and live streams talking about sucking bags of dicks because of this one traumatic experience you had at the Safeway store. I didn't make it up. I didn't pull that out of my ass. Those are all archived fucking videos and archived blog posts that you did. Now, the thing that really sucks, the thing that fucks me up, is you removed a lot of them. I've wanted to show my audience your take on sucking a bag of dicks, Wayne. I think it's really important that they understand what happened at Safeway, but you removed the videos. And I thought, well, I'm never going to be able to show it to them. Until I found out that about 3 years ago, you decided to go over the story once more to really set the record straight. So chat, I hope you're fucking ready. Can I get an R in chat for ready? Because we're going to go over and watch Wayne explain sucking bags of dicks. We're going to finally hear from the source himself about his Safeway misadventures and sucking some bags of dicks. It's quite the story, chat. Very arduous. Oh, I see a lot of R's. A lot of people are ready. We need to make Safeway safe again, chat. Oh, somebody needs a minute? Do you need a minute before we jump into this just incredible story of dick sucking? Bags of dicks? Oh, look at the R's fly by. Wayne, I think the chat is ready. No more Jim telling the story and how he remembers it. Now we're going to hear it from the source themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the story of Wayne Lambright and sucking a bag of dicks at Safeway.
This is a story about my sexual assault that happened to me at Safeway in June 2015 from Alex.
I'm sorry. Did we just start that video out with sexual assault at Safeway? Should I rewind that, chat? Let's rewind that a bit. Ooh, it's getting spicy right off the start.
This is a story about my sexual assault that happened to me at Safeway in June 2015 from Alex, the guy with red hair and the Batman tattoo. While I was an employee...
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to back that up a little bit again, too, maybe? You were sexually assaulted? You were sexually assaulted at Safeway by a man with a Batman tattoo and red hair?
In June 2015 from Alex, the guy with red hair and the Batman tattoo.
You know. Alex, Wayne Lambright was sexually assaulted by a man with a Batman tattoo and red hair at Safeway. All right, this isn't a joke, chat. I don't know if you've been sexually assaulted at a Safeway by Batman, but it's a fucking terrifying experience. Let's let Wayne continue on with his arduous, heartbreaking story.
While I was an employee on day 72 of working for $9 an hour at 20 hours a week, just trying to survive. So I thought it was safe to work at Safeway. So I'm getting ready to check in, and at like 1 o'clock, and it's 12:55, where 4 of us are standing at the thing there. Then Alex is in my ear, like his head is right here. He's like 6 inches away. I just hear him say to me, "Suck a bag of dicks."
I just the man with the Batman tattoo sneaks up. He sneaks up on Wayne. There's Wayne restocking his shelf, completely oblivious to everything around him. And here comes a man with red hair, clown hair. It looks like Bozo the Clown with a fucking giant Batman tattoo. Let's imagine it's on his forehead to make it even better. And he walks up to Wayne. He walks up to Wayne all silent, like, tiptoeing like a fucking cartoon character would, right before they detonate a dynamite stick or something. And just lean into his face, get really close to his ear. Suck a bag of dicks, Wayne. Look at the fucking contempt when he says it, too.
This way. I just hear him say to me, "Suck a bag of dicks." I was sexually...
Oh, but it gets better. He did 2 videos about this. The first one, he kind of goes into it. The second one, you can really feel the venom. He's very upset about this dick-sucking sexual assault at Safeway.
I was sexually assaulted by another man. I'm a straight man, and another man was telling me he wanted me to suck his dicks. That's very offensive to a man like me. And I wasn't sure if he was actually starting a fight with me, so I said, "What did you say to me? What did you say to me?" And he's like, "Yeah, suck a bag of dicks, Wayne." You gotta understand, that is basically the N-word for a white man.
That's... Oh, chef's kiss, Wayne. You need to understand, for a white man, that's like saying the N-word. If you tell me to suck a bag of dicks, sir, you've just called me the N-word. And that's not a joke. Look at him. Look at his face when he says this.
What did you say to me? And he's like, "Yeah, suck a bag of dicks, Wayne." You gotta understand, that is basically the N-word for a white man. That is the most fighting words you could ever throw at another man. That is saying, to me, it's saying somebody is saying to me they want to kill me. That's how I take it.
That's how I take it. You tell me to suck a dick, you're basically saying you're going to cut my head off. Mr. Morton Shecklestorm, don't you dare say that. I know it was really you. You're Alex, aren't you, Morton?
You just can't say crazy things like that. What did I do? I told management, this guy is unhinged. What the hell's going on?
Okay, before we get to the final 40 seconds or so that I clipped out of this, I need you to understand. Let me set the stage for you. So he had a coworker tell him to suck a bag of dicks. Now, if you were in that situation, maybe you'd get annoyed by it. Maybe you'd report it to HR. Maybe you'd just tell him to fuck off, or you'd laugh. You wouldn't care. But for most people, the escalation would be, if there was escalation in the workplace, minimal. Minimal. I want you to listen to what happens to Wayne after he's told to suck a bag of dicks. This is what happens to his entire life from this one event at Safeway. And the thing that blows my mind about this is when I was watching him do hundreds of videos about this, I didn't even then, I didn't understand the scope of it. All right, how fast shit tailspin for him. So it goes from his coworker saying, suck a bag of dicks, to this.
I actually broke my sobriety over it. I had a 1.5 years of alcoholic sobriety, and I drank over it. I did. I had a mental break over being sexually assaulted at Safeway and harassed and abused. And then I told the management, they didn't fix it. I was fired. Then it got worse. Not only did I lose my money, but I lost my ability to buy food because in Guerneville, they won't let me buy food. They called the police on me, and now I have to drive to Santa Rosa with no money to buy my food.
Okay, this dude gets told to suck a bag of dicks by a coworker who's probably 18 years old. And because they told him to suck a bag of dicks, he got drunk, broke his sobriety, had a mental breakdown, got fired, had the police called on him, and was barred from ever shopping at a Safeway store again, to the point that he has to go out of town to get groceries. Some teenage boy said suck a bag of dicks and imploded this motherfucker. That is that you'd think suck a bag of dicks as an insult or a joke is really like it's like nothing. But that was like a kill shot. His whole life ended because of this event. So when he was saying earlier, Safeway still fucks me up 7 years later, there's a reason, apparently, because that was the end point for Wayne. Everything fell apart. Suck a bag of dicks, lose your job, lose your money, lose your fucking grocery store, have the cops called on you. What the fuck is going on? I mean, maybe it's because he's just too much of an intellectual, right? Maybe Wayne is too smart for his own good, and he overthought being told to suck a bag of dicks.
I'm college educated. I've got a pretty big IQ. I'm not even sure. It was 137 20 years ago. I'm probably in the 160 range. I think the top of the scale is 165.
Oh, shit, chat. I don't know. Wayne's pretty smart. He sounds like a very smart individual. I think it's rubbing off on me, chat. I can feel my IQ growing. Are you getting smarter too, chat? A little bit of Wayne juice rubbing off on you? Oh, I'm getting fueled by some Wayne. Oh my God, I think I understand algebra now. Oh God, I understand algebra.
I'm Pickle Rick! I turned myself into a pickle! Oh, I'm a pickle! I'm Pickle Rick!
Oh my God, I'm so smart now. Oh shit, I think I just earned a doctorate. I earned a doctorate, Wayne, with your 175,000 IQ. Oh my God. Chat, chat's getting smarter. We're all getting smarter. Oh no, Wayne, what have you done? If they get smarter, they won't donate super chats. Wayne, you fucked me. Oh, hoisted by my own petard. What have I done, Wayne? I'm smart enough now to understand how catastrophic that is. Oh, shit. So now I think you have a better understanding. I think you have a better understanding of what's going on with Wayne. What's going on with Wayne? What's the story there? It's very enlightening. It's a very traumatic experience. This is something that's fucked him up for 7 years. He lives in the desert now because some teenager told him to suck a dick. This dude lives in a desert because a teenager said, suck my dick. What kind of power does that Batman tattoo having redhead possess? This demon child that works at Safeway out in the valley of California. May God let us never cross his path. I don't know who it is. So Wayne did his live stream, accusing me of being Morton Sheckelstein and lying about him and being a bully jerk, a Dick Nickel bully jerk that just anonymously makes money. Speaking of that, let me read a few more super chats just to really hit it home. Gotta find those moments. Duck and weave. Tux loves you. Saturday is going to be hype. Polyfrog64 a few days ago. The Russians flew nuclear armed planes over Europe. Swedish were pretty butthurt about it. Future looks very bright, Jim. Hippie Jesus. Jim, do me a favor and say, Raz, where am I sending the goddamn pizza? From D below. Hail King Flock. Love you, Jim. Anderson Paladin. Without E3, I can be racist again. From Conrad Sutherland. Not able to watch live, but hope I can match. Has been a good month for the Chuds. Read a couple more here. Ethereal. No more Spoonie ringing at E3. Yep, that's gone. That's done. From Mr. Enterin, or Mr. Eternus. Metokur is going to beat cancer better than Will Smith beat Chris Rock. Can't wait to see it. What's to come. Put this money towards the anime cave. And finally, from ZT Maz. Hey, Jim. Unable to catch the stream tonight, but I finally got a hat and made Mersh's list. Also hope you saw H3H3 lose it on Frank Hassel. Well, I did not. I did not see that. Now, I know I've introduced you to Wayne, chat. We've gone over some kooky stuff. And believe me, in the stream, he actually says there's a snake in my boot. I was like, is he memeing me with Toy Story shit? But no, he's being serious. He lives in a desert shed. He's really got snakes in his boots. He's talking about anti-gravity. Oh my God. It's like Francis Declan. Or I don't want to, well, I'll get into it. So his stream was very entertaining. Now, if anybody clips this and sends it to Wayne, clip this part. Wayne, I know you freak out and you overreact. Okay, but we've moved past you wanting to murder me, and now we're getting into the bulk of it. We went through, the Safeway story. We all understand the dick sucking bag thing it really fucked you up. But I want to show you, this is what I saw as I watched his stream. Once I got past him apologizing to the police and all the other stuff, really hit me in the feels, chat. So I'd like you to just to watch this, and it's a little depressing. But might have a happy ending. So take a look.
I'm just not sure what I'm going to do to get my life on track. I'm very much...
That sound, by the way, in the background, that's his metal shed. He really, honestly, God, lives in a metal shed in the desert, and it makes that noise 24 hours a day.
I'm just not sure what I'm going to do to get my life on track. I'm very much considering living in a homeless shelter locally, and maybe these people can help me find a job. If I can't, I'm going to try to find a job first. But if I can't, I might end up doing that because it's just too hot out here and summer's coming and I'm running low on money. I'm going to sell my motorcycle. That's worth a few thousand. There's one for sale recently for $4,500. It's street legal. So maybe I can get some money and buy myself a little bit more time.
It was right around this part that I started to feel I don't know, in the cackles of my black heart and the cackles of Morton Sheckelstein's black Goldberg named heart, I started to feel bad for Wayne. He's clearly insane, Wayne. And, again, if you clip it, I really do think you're a little nutty. But once you hear his backstory, it's a little fucking sad. So there he is out in the desert in a metal shed by himself with no money, having to sell the last of his possessions to buy food. He's going to have to walk through the desert to go to the Safeway store because he can't go to the one near him.
All these people harassing me, they've hijacked my brain, and they accelerated me ruining my own life, And I am so lonely out here all alone, and...
Fucking hell, come on. That's I am so lonely out here all by myself, all alone. Jesus fucking Christ.
And I am so lonely out here all alone, and I grew up in a a lot of kids used to fuck with me when I was in grade school. And so just before they would start punching me, they would be calling me names like a faggot and a homo. And the next thing that would happen is they would start punching on me. So like when Alex at Safeway told me to suck a bag of dicks, I was like, oh no, he's going to start beating me up for some reason I can't figure out.
So he was so traumatized by childhood beatings that when Alex whispered into his ear, suck a bag of dicks, he had like a Vietnam flashback in the middle of the Safeway store. And it sent him into a death spiral that's lasted 7 years. And now he lives in the desert in a metal shack alone, penniless. And it just gets worse from there.
I don't want to die. I got a lot to offer the world. And I think everybody's going to be impressed when you see the gravity control working from Wayne Lambright's fingers. It is sitting right up there. That round thing right here, that's the prototype. All I have to do is connect my Tesla coil. The fucker should be flying. See that wood? 24 inches high. Or that should keep the snakes out. I need to have the doors open or else it'll get super hot in here.
So his choice, because he's got to protect his anti-gravity Tesla coil. So in his desert shack shed that's made purely of metal under the 150-degree heat sun, to fight snakes off, he has to have giant wood sticks, but he can't shut the doors or he'll cook like it's an oven. So every night, Wayne Lambright, armed with a wooden stick in his desert metal shed, has to fight snakes off, or they'll hide in his boots and bite him. That's his every day.
I want to spend more time with my mother. My mother's dying of stage 4 cancer. Well, her numbers are down, the cancer, so she might pull through, but she's lost her kidneys, and she does dialysis 3 days a week now. Fuck, that rips my heart out to know my mother's just super suffering like this. Fucking getting old is terrible. And when your family dies, it's just like, all we can do is celebrate the good times and try to take what they taught us and share it with others.
So it's around this point that I'm getting fairly fucked up watching this. Now I enjoy my laughs at Wayne's Safeway stories and his sucking bags dicks and him thinking that I'm Morton Gold Sheckelsteinberg. That's all very funny to me. And Wayne pissing in buckets and doing other silly things, that's all very funny to me. But as this stream goes on, and remember, he's been swatted now 5 times. He lives in the desert alone. You heard it himself. His mother's dying. He has no money. He's all alone. He feels hopeless. It just, it's brutal. This is fucking brutal to listen to.
You know, Jim, if you want to try to help me, we could do an interview and, water under the bridge, and you're going to make what, $5,000 or $10,000 for your interview?
Probably a little on the high end there, Wayne. I don't think I've ever come close to making $5,000 or $10,000 on an interview stream.
Maybe you can share some of that money with me. And it would be a good story that 2 guys who were disagreeing on something have shaken hands and made up. I mean, we're not there in person to shake hands, but you know what I mean.
So there I am. This is like a 2.5-hour stream he did. He was excited to have 30 people watching him because he's that lonely in his metal desert shed. He's destitute. He's got family members with health problems. He's getting fucked with daily. This is as low as you can go, right? This is bottom of the barrel. And I'm not a monster. I mean, I am, but I've got my limits on how much of a monster I am. So I propose something to Wayne, which is this.
Fuck it, I'll do a stream with you, Wayne, to help you get on your feet. Oh, that's so thank you. I'll even turn off super chats, and you can set up a PayPal link in the audience wants to donate to you. It'll be next month, the 2nd or 3rd weekend in April. Yes, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. Thank you. That's a blessing. Thank you, Jim. That means a lot to me.
So, I feel bad for Wayne Lambright. I still find all your goofy shit funny, Wayne. And when we talk, I'm going to talk about Safeway, Wayne. Because it's so fascinating to me. But I can't, the man is so far down. The man is so far down. With no rope to, reel him out of the hole, so to speak. How do you climb out of that? So he's like, well, his initial proposal is, Jim, let me on your stream and just give me a couple of your super chats. So my counter offer is this, and this is up to the audience. They can do whatever they want. So this upcoming, I was going to do second or third weekend in April. I'll probably do, let's say the 17th. Is that April? Yeah, April 17th, 16th. So the third weekend, 16th to the 17th. I'll nail it down with Wayne. I will do a stream with Wayne on my channel. Super chats, merchandise, all that shit's turned off. And I'll let Wayne put up his PayPal or his Cash App or whatever it is. And I'm just going to talk with him. And if you want to donate money to him to ask him questions, or you feel bad for him, or you want to help him out, feel free to. If you don't want to, if you just want to laugh at a guy talking about getting traumatized over being told to suck a bag of dicks, that's fine too. But I genuinely feel bad for Wayne. After watching that stream, it tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. And so I don't think it's that much of an ask. It is a little weird. I'm not used to having people threaten to fucking murder me, making me feel bad for them.
It took you 6 years to have the courage to come after me, thinking that you would not be murdered. I'm gonna have you killed. I'm gonna find out where the fuck you are.
But nonetheless, I'll let it be water under the bridge. So coming up next month, 16th to the 17th, will be the Wayne Lambright stream, featuring Wayne Lambright. We'll go over Safeway. We'll talk about his anti-gravity technology, his presidential campaign, his time at Toastmasters, his time running his own companies, and all the other goofy shit you might want to talk to Wayne about. And there's some wild fucking stuff. All right, he's talking about there's so much weird shit, I can't even get into it. I don't want to spoil it. So 16th to the 17th of April, Wayne will be on the channel, and then I'll put all his info up in the description, and he can harvest all the super berries, and maybe it helps him out a little bit, and he can get on his feet. I have no idea. He is clearly a little bit crazy. You mix in a little bit of alcohol with that, it's a terrible combination. But maybe he pulls himself around, maybe doesn't. I make no guarantees, nor do I make any demands. But that will be set up for next month. So there you go, Wayne. That's our Wayne Lambright segment. I was very happy to find Suck a Bag of Dicks. I thought it was off the internet for good. Even if it's not the original, I was very happy we could get the full story. It's like calling a white man the N-word. Everything about it is fantastic. So hopefully that'll be uplifting. In between me being a cunt on the end of each month, I'll squeeze Wayne in the middle there, and we'll see what happens. Who knows what happens? Oh, I lost connection there for a second. I think the FBI might have found out that I was Morton Shecklestorm, whoever the fuck that was. Oh, Mr. Morton Shecklestorm. In fact, that's the interview name I'm going to use with Wayne when he comes on. That's the only name I'm going to use. He's going to have to refer, not even Jim. I won't respond to that, Wayne. You have to address me as Morton Shecklestorm, Wayne, when we have our little discussion. Let me shut those down. There we go. Now, aside from that, originally for this month, I was going to go over something. Again, I'm compiling it for next month. I will give you a little bit of a brief synopsis on what it's going to be. There's a YouTuber by the name of Acerthorn, who's apparently a very interesting individual. And I'm going to have to use my words carefully because I'm going to get fucked so hard next month when I go over this in depth. So let's wait until next month for that to happen. But Acerthorn has been filing DMCA claims against everybody making videos on him, and then escalating it past that to private lawsuits that he does pro se, turns out he has a history of doing pro se lawsuits. After some very extreme shit. There are videos out there of him. What was it called? Unintended live stream, where he accidentally turned his webcam on, where he was half naked in his basement dungeon, filled with cockroaches, eating hot dogs and gobbling like a turkey for 4 hours. And that's not an exaggeration. That's a video that Acerthorn does not want on the internet. I think it was Elphison or somebody like that. He's got about 100,000 subs. Did a kind of a story on Acerthorn going after small content creators, both with DMCAs and lawsuits. And Acerthorn is now going to sue him for doing that, and all the other YouTubers that were mentioned in the video. So I guarantee you, it's going to be a fucking shitstorm next month at the end of the month when we do the April recap, because there's going to be probably an hour-long or more segment on Acerthorn and what he's doing. Also, I saw somebody sent me something. I don't know how true this is. Give me 1 second to look this up, and then if it's true, I'll go over it a little bit here on the stream. But I've got to pull up somebody's Twitter account. Got to pull up that Twitter account and find out if what they're saying is true. So 1 moment, everybody. Oh my God, it is true. Okay. All right. Well, let me just screen cap that. I'll throw it up in OBS. And we can all take a look. Oh, I hope you're excited, chat. What could it possibly be? Could it be another in real life fight by fucking stupid people on the internet? Maybe. Maybe it's something else. Hold on, almost got it. Oh, this is part of another thing that I didn't have time to prep for. Just add this on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Close that out. Okay, chat. Pulling it up as we speak. Real-time work. Oh my God, Grandpa, come on. Learn to work the computer faster. All right. Are we all seeing that, chat? Is that coming through? Let me just center that a little bit. From Ethan Ralph at the Ralph Retort. I see Ricada and the Blaze pole smokers are still lying. Laugh my ass off. Scheiser talks about me being a coward. Untrue. To show you, bring your ass to the Killstream Kingpin Invitational. Unless you're scared, that is. And that is from very early this morning at 3:42 a.m. At least my time, but it should be similar for Ralph. He's not that far off time zone wise. So I don't. Is this Ralph inviting Ricada to a fist fight? Is this a fist fight between Internet Lawyer and the Rage Pig? What's going on here? I guess I have to give you background. Everybody else has covered this. I'm kind of waiting to see what the fallout is, but I'll give you a little summary of the last week of what's been going on. On the Kino Casino, Alice, who's an IP2 streamer, showed up and had a conversation with Andy Warski and PPP, where she made some allegations that Ralph, I don't know if you'd say sexually assaulted her, molested her. I don't know how you describe it. But those allegations were thrown out there. At the same time this is going on, Ralph is invited to go onto a podcast show that Nick Ricada had previously been on. And he had this to coincide with his time down in like Dallas or Houston. Where the fuck is it? Kingpin Invitational? Wait, I don't think he says the city. Wherever it is, somewhere in Texas. Ralph decides not to go onto this thing. The next day, Nick Ricada and Jeremy from The Quartering are doing a live stream, and Jeremy lets it slip that if Ralph had gone on this show, Nick Ricada was going to be invited on to basically have a confrontation with him. And then Ralph's like, well, I don't trust these motherfuckers and all of this. Now, it's been thrown out that Ralph decided to decline going on the show, not because he didn't want to go on it, and not because The Quartering let it slip, because he did so afterwards, after Ralph had canceled, but because Ralph was worried that there might be super chat questions, like what happened with Jack Murphy, where they might ask about all sorts of things, and one of those might include the recent allegations that Alice is making. But now it looks like, I guess Ricada kept talking about this on live stream, or somebody did, because it looks like Ralph is challenging him. Is this a fight? I don't know. Scheister talks about me being a coward. Untrue. To show you, bring your ass to the Killstream Kingpin Invitational. That's scheduled for the 2nd. So in 2 days' time, and I believe Ricada was scheduled to go on this podcast on the 1st. So they're both in the same state. Are we going to get an internet fight? Is this going to be like Andy Worski and Tonkasaw 2.0? I don't know, chat. Well, I do say allegations because I don't know. I don't know. Like Alice, she apparently is going to drop some DMs this Friday on tomorrow night, I guess, on the casino that that supposedly show a lot of shit. I don't know where this is going to go, chat. It could get really dark, or she could be full of shit. I don't know. You'll have to tune into the casino to find out, apparently. But regardless of what happens with that, we might actually get a fight between Ralph and Ricada. Will Ricada take this up? I don't know if he's responded to it yet through tweets or through live streams. I don't know. Somebody just said, hey, take a look at this. So there you go. What a way to end the month out. A potential fight between YouTubers. Bloodsports 2.0. I don't know if I'd go that far. Somebody saying Donga Ralph. Another person saying she is full of shit. I don't know. Again, some people are saying, who is Alice? They want to know who she is. Let me pull a picture up to give you guys an idea. Sorry. Again, it's an IP2 streamer. Let's see. Let me grab a good picture of her. Here we go. This is this is Alice. This is the girl. This would be Alice, everybody. Chat, say hello to Alice. There's a bit of a delay. I have to wait a few seconds for you to really take in the picture. IP2 is a offshoot of IP, which was Ice Poseidon, for those in chat asking. But there's Alice. That's the girl. That's the girl. That's the girl. That's not Photoshop. That's a real fucking picture, chat. Was Alice the one stealing the purse in Portugal? Was she masked up and Ralph didn't recognize her and just popped her off in the mouth? I don't know. But that's Alice. She'll be on to drop DMs, I guess, tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. Everybody's very chat. You find that very attractive? A lot of would hit that. Yeah, I see ya. I don't try to pretend. I see what you're saying, chat. Cutie pie, really, chat? You liking that? Is that high on the list? Yeah, that's Alice. I like the beating she took was so severe. It's like the whole left side of her fucking head. It's a giant goiter. It's a giant cyst. It's gonna just blow up one of these days. It's like some Frankenstein shit. Oh, it's great. High tier genetics, somebody in chat said. A ghoul from Fallout. It's all very... Oh God, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry I don't have the clip. But you have to take my word for it. Alice, because she's associated, she knows so many different streamers. She was at the Baked Alaska live streaming house, Yoba. And she told a story where Baked Alaska is naked with his legs in the air, masturbating in the bedroom, as she's naked in the corner, crying, eating noodles. And I don't know, maybe some of you out there in the audience are artists. I need this to be painted. Like, I need this picture. I need a picture of this girl eating noodles, crying in the corner naked, while Baked Alaska is lying on his back with his legs split in the air, jacking off butt naked on a bed. This has to be fucking illustrated, and I need to put it in a frame, and I need to hang it on my wall. So every time somebody comes over, I have a nice, interesting story to tell at dinner. What the fuck's going on there? What happened to her face? Who's that fat man pulling his cock on the bed? So if you're an artist and you can draw that for me, there's reference material for who she is. You can look up Baked Alaska. Just look for the fattest guy in the group, and then draw that picture for me, and we're good, man. Art contest returns. Yeah, just send it over to Mr. Quarantine Coof on Twitter. I'll tell you what, fancy artists out there, if you could draw this, how would we ever show this on YouTube? Oh, maybe I'll save that for Twitch. Should we do that as an art contest on Twitch? How many naked pictures, how many pictures of Baked Alaska beating his dick. Do you think we can show on Twitch before they ban us? Chat. We could do that as the art contest for the end of the month next month. See how long we can do it before the mods just fucking strike the channel down. How many Yoba balls are you allowed to show on Twitch before it's done? Everybody seems psyched for it? Yes, let's do it. Next month, we'll have Acerthorn content. We'll have all of that. And we'll do a mini art contest and we'll find a winner. We'll host it. I'll do it like simulcast or something on Twitch. Where we'll show, the picture again has to include these two elements. You can do anything else outside of that. It has to have Alice in the corner, naked, crying, eating noodles. And it has to have Baked Alaska lying on his back with his legs splayed in the air, masturbating. Anything outside of that is fair game, but those two elements have to be in the pictures. And if you're the winner, I don't know. I'll send you something on Steam. We'll come out with a fun little gift for the winner of that contest. Yeah, when she went on that stream, she had stuff on everybody. How true all of it is, I have no idea. Oh my god! And if Ralph and Ricada end up having a fist fight in Texas somewhere in a bowling alley, how awesome would that be? I mean, that's the start of the month, but we'll be talking about that at the recap for April. So 16th to the 17th, Wayne Lambright will be on. I'll advertise that when that's coming up. End of the month, we'll be covering Acerthorn and a couple other things, as well as the art contest with Yoba Balls on Twitch. Maybe, I've been thinking too about maybe covering, this isn't really like recent news, Year of the Chud stuff, but maybe going over the story of Dylan Thomas, or as I like to call it, the man who has to suck dick to eat birdseed. Might be a cautionary tale for up and coming YouTubers. Might be something you might be interested in. I don't know yet. I haven't really nailed that down 100%, but I find it a fascinating story of somebody's career imploding after making terrible decisions. So we'll see. But that's the stuff to look forward to in April. Now, I have super chats. We've done our couple hours to close it out here. Let me just change this in case anybody comes in and they don't want to stick around for super chats. They know where it breaks off. Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm such a genius. I did that so quickly. Show super chat time. There we go. For everybody else that came out, I hope you have a fantastic April. First 3 months of the year have been very entertaining. A lot of chud energy in the air. Keep it powering through. It's that positive mental attitude that destroyed E3 for us. So things are going the right way. Got the Lambright stream coming up. And got the end of month recap for April coming up next month. For now, though, we'll jump into super chats. Everybody else, thank you for coming out. Have a good up and coming month. And let's get into it. See what other crazy shit we stumble across. Let me make sure I'm getting caught up here. From Green Anonymous, Jim, me boy, been listening to your shit forever. Losing my career in the Navy because I smoked a little pot with the wife. Be glad to hear Hunter gets off for free. Stay strong, man. Don't you love how that works? From Creeper Weirdo. Howdy, Jim. You are warned people about being Rama Rama, and it was great. Tell me where to buy your hats. Oh, well, shit. Since you're asking, you can buy those at the merch store with the link in the description or what you're seeing on screen. Remember, buy multiple hats. Many, many hats. From Black11245, no message actually. It's me, the Lightbringer. Ghost of Gev showing up, shooting down planes with magic as soon as Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2 is announced. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, not only that, but Classroom of the Elite's getting 2 more seasons, which is actually really amazing because I thought that show was dead in the water. I can't believe they're doing it. If they're going to do sequels to Classroom of the Elite, they might actually do like a follow-up to Grimgar, which would be great. Polyfrog64, I got banned by Mersh after I said I sent you a super chat. I made the list, Jim. Welcome to the list, my friend. Brian and Sarah, I named my chimp Jammer Justice. Every time he hears a firecracker, he breaks out of the house to twerk on the road. Don't you love it when they do that? Captain Awesome's World, I could give some money to Mersh, but it's way funnier to give it to you out of spite. That's what I like to hear. From Arcade Outpost, hi Jim, F for E3 and NJP for NationalJusticeParty.com. From Autism Forums, A man just flew over my house touching himself with legs up in the air. Jim, what do I do now? I think that might have been Baked Alaska. You should snap a picture. From Obro, the Epic, time to enjoy the next Chud Roundup. CB96, Sup, Farmer Jim. I'll miss the cringe from E3. That's about it. I think that's what everybody else would probably miss, if anything. From Kenny Williams. Jim, how do you feel about people complaining or comparing Ukraine to George Floyd? We actually covered that last month, where they said that Ukraine was the country version of George Floyd. It's very deep. From Jack Sexton. Jim, the way you say Belarus is so painfully cringy. If you need help pronouncing Slav countries, look at a material by Isaac Kaz. You can look into Jada Gotham as for more help. I pronounce everything wrong. I thought we established this when I say hyperbole as hyperbole. From Indigenous, did they cancel E3 so Microsoft would not dab on Sony again? That is a fucking potential. From Blue Satoshi, E3's not dead. It was all moved to the Gamer Awards. From Camizzle, or from Carnizzle, sorry. You can't make jokes about Jada Smith, but you can sleep with her. That's Will Smith's idea, yeah. From Gilbert Tam, thank you, Jim, for the laughs over the years. Always enjoyed your brand of humor and dry wit. Wishing you the best in beating those health issues. I'm going back to rewatch my Dress Up Darling now. From Tall Skinny Geek, of course it was a soft slap. You wouldn't want to hit a rock hard. Now, if Will had said something like that, that might have been clever. Instead, he was too busy crying and puking on his wife. From Kekatostrophe, Will is the kind of person to go to a dolphin show and sit in the splash zone, then proceed to get mad at the dolphin for getting his wife wet. But then again, knowing her entanglements, she'd probably like it. From John Marcus, Grapton John, listening again at NC. Thanks, man. From Duncan Ashley, proofread for the Shadow House Scanlation here. Just wanted to say I'm glad you're enjoying the series and I hope you keep reading. Yep, I really like it. From Rom Bostein, maybe they did that Clockwork Orange shit to Will Smith. Do you think they mind fucked him? Is that what's going on? Is he getting his head screwed with? I mean, that's a potential. From Spindaboy, any chance we'll ever get more IGN sped dating? That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen to this day. I mean, there was really only the one series. They didn't really do any follow-ups to it. If you can find me more sped dating, I'll watch more on stream. From Hyperion9997, I think maybe Jada is not so fresh down there and Will doesn't want to admit it. It's a possibility. From Cayman Common, Jada Plinkett Smith never got over Tupac. That's another one, too. From Pyro Bobby, have a pack of smokes on me, Jim. From Caustic Man, Jim, I pray for your health. Things may get rough, and we need you to make us laugh while we try to survive and be self-sufficient against global homo. From Bromedy Blank, Will Smith, Jack Murphy collaboration when? Mr. Bungus, a pursuit of slappiness. From John, August Chudsina, Jacket 786, did you see the latest Kino Casino? Baked streamed in public while with shit on his back of his shirt. No, I did not see that. Oh God, should we like append the art contest? Well, no, because some people already dipped, so it wouldn't be fair. But I guess if you could work him being covered in shit while he's on the bed with his legs in the air jacking off, you'd get extra points for the effort for the art contest. From John Carlo Reyes, here's some shekels for you, Chudster. Shout out to Warskin PPP for chronicling the downfall of Nick Fuentes and American First. From Walter Deadman, do you think Chris Rock might have been in Jada a few times? That's also very possible. Mr. Bacon, Rock really got slapped over a G.I. Jane joke. Imagine if you had made a Will getting cucked joke. I mean, that's a thing. I don't know how Will would have reacted to that. Because again, if you watch the clip originally, Smith didn't get mad at first. He actually laughed about it. He only got pissed off once his wife started getting mad. So maybe she wouldn't be mad that she's fucking other people? I don't know. From Brappy Hour, the gang is in the loose. Nothing you can do. Mr. Jones, currently sick with Corona chance. Sitting on my face, seeing you stream during this time brightens the day. Thanks, Jim. Hopefully you feel better. From Polyfrog64, I think Will Smith was abused. No normal person reacts to sex like that unless they were abused as a kid. It's the only thing that makes sense. From Kashi Draws, he is not getting jiggy with it. From _1338, according to one of Augie's groupies, he is hung like a Febreze bottle, LOL. No, wait. Oh, Will Smith. What life you were living. I love Annihilators. To be honest, the situation with Will isn't even funny anymore. It's just depressing. He clearly has problems and needs to leave that. From Chud of the Year, Metokur, how dare you? It cost $70 in Australia for a hat. I could only buy 8. I also made the list of merch. I'm done. F for this Chud Bud. Now, I know that Porcelain's still working on the documentary. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to come out, but I think it's been mind-fucking merch for like a month and a half by now, because he seems to have taken his chat down off screen that he usually had up. I'm very much looking forward to this documentary. We're all going to make the list when we watch it. From Zach, I guess you can say Will Smith has a hair trigger. The Apprentice 225, the mental image of hearing, "Are you close, boo-hoo, yak?" coming from the Smith family bedroom is utterly haunting. I'm not sleeping tonight. You mean you're not turned on, The Apprentice, by the idea of Will Smith vomiting in your face as he cries? From Filthy Gaijin, Alec Baldwin and Will Smith buddy cop movie went. Probably never. Alec would probably accidentally, finger quotes, shoot him. From DJK367, hi Jim. Would you be open to going on PKA again? The last appearance was great. Yeah, I would be. I had fun with those guys. From Infinite Evil, please stream with Null before the cancer aid gets you. From Arcade Outpost, CRP looks like Krusty the Clown without the makeup on. Very true. From James Kirk, did you see Sargon of Applebee's came at internet comment etiquette and his dementia-ridden smug chuckles? No, I haven't really been paying attention to Sargon in like years, so I'm not really sure what he's up to be honest. From Bromedy Blake, who is more heteroflexible, CRP with Checkman or Ralph with your farmer muscles? That's a tough one. I'm going to have to go with CRP. I mean, let's look at that CRP video again. I mean, we've heard the Jake Gyllenhaal farmer muscles one, but that CRP horny one, that's something else. So where are we here?
Some Chechen leader, I want to meet this guy. Some Chechen leader also saw the video and thought it was aces. Okay, man. If a Chechen leader thinks that you're cool, I mean, those fuckers, man, they're made of hardwood, right? I mean, dude, those guys are like solid. I bet when they fuck their women, it's a miracle that those girls survive. You know what I'm saying? All hard all the time, but
I'm gonna have to go with CRP. I mean, it's that look at his eye. He's got like a glint. It's like a little sparkle when he says "all hard all the time," right? You see that? I mean, you can feel it, right? That energy. I can see him licking his lips. You can notice it in the video. So I'm gonna have to go with CRP on that. From RK Angle, Danny, can we watch the 2 minutes of LTG talking about piss bottles? I don't actually have that, but I will try to find it for next month's stream, and we can watch about him, low tier god, talk about piss bottles. From Fat Monk, thank you for teaching me to laugh at all the madness loose in the world right now. Live long and prosper, Cancer Man. From Big Reb 601, Coach talking about hardwood longingly is disturbing. Kashi draws all hard all the time. From Russell to Jimmy's, he wants Chechen hardwood. Groovy Waifu, thoughts on Cozy TV? Oh my God, it's interesting you brought up Cozy TV, Groovy. They asked me to do advertisements for them. Where's that ad by? I think I have the first advertisement Cozy TV asked me to do. Oh, here we are.
If you're the lucky owner of an Android phone that hasn't burst into flames like the shithouse product that it is, if I got an offer for you today. It's a brand new dating app for Caucasians only. No darkies allowed. Do it right. Keep it white. And every download of the app today from the App Store will come with over 20 pounds of pussy and ass. Act now. Supplies limited.
So, I'm looking forward to that business relationship, Groovy Waifu. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I just love the 20 pounds of pussy and ass. That always gets me. From Renzo Verdias, Jimbo, I'll catch up on the rest of the stream this weekend. Here's some shekels. I've got to walk the gentle mile in the Wagey tomorrow. Best regards, a fellow Chud Bud. Ludwig World Order. Mology 101's Discord channel was taken over by an SJW mod named A-Star, who's banned everyone who posted literally any George Floyd meme and did more to destroy the server out of spite, FYI. Is Mamology aware of this? Is this like a Discord they made and they just dumped it? Or is it something that's still there? I don't know. All hope is lost. CRP's philosophy is the same as most Arab countries: men for recreation, women for procreation. CRP wants Chechen bulls. From Reisman Zeta, if only our volunteer for Ukraine appeared offline, they would have been saved from an automobile wreck. Real talk. That one guy, what concerns me is that it doesn't matter if it's staged or not. The general public is now engaging in discourse over whether or not it is socially acceptable to assault people over jokes. From Tenvis, the Bitcoin assassins are after CRP clearly weren't top tier if they can't pick out a Hispanic man in Ukraine. Well, that is true. I don't know what he's being hunted by Discord assassins, Bitcoin assassins. I don't know what a Discord assassin would be like. You'd probably see him coming. Well, I can't even go with that joke all the way because I'll get banned off YouTube, but you can imagine it. Bad at karate. Coach is now realizing you punched down. His dad must have bullied him, R-worded. New membership from All Hope is Lost. Thank you. From Radio Ruin. Why do even old men think of you as their father? It's fucking weird, isn't it? I don't know what to tell you. The Daddy Jim thing is a joke, right? Just like Sweetie Squad is a joke. I don't know why there's so many men on the internet that have this father figure shit going on with me, or why so many of them are older than I am. But it's fucking bizarre. Radio Rowan. I don't know. It's why they think I'm like their daddy that beat them. I don't know. Das Pooch. CRP whining about punching down is just beautiful. The guy's de-evolution over the years is a kind of funny you just can't write. What it showed. Mario Kart 13. CRP punches up. Back on the bed. Man on top of him. Polyfrog64. I tagged you on Twitter. I made CRP a bit upset when I called him Coach Pinebox Pill. If CRP keeps us up, he's going to become Coach Pinebox. The Russians haven't taken Ukraine yet. RIP CRP. From Decaf Greek. Another new member. Thank you. Critographer. I enjoyed your content a whole lot and only got to your Patreon after you were gone. Thanks for all the videos and streams. You are my gateway to DSP. Oh, well, I'm glad you liked it. From Bling Blong Dinga, Daddy Jim is literally Daddy Jim for Coach. Oh shit, the thing just jumped on me again. Okay, let me work my way here. I'm sorry, chat, but YouTube is the most broken shit that exists on the internet. Okay, there was a proofreader one. Hold on. I'm catching back up to where I was. There's all the cock jokes and all. Yeah, I'm almost getting there. Okay, Critographer. I've always enjoyed your content a whole lot and only got. Okay, no, I remember that one. Daddy Jim ones. Prime Domain. Take my shekels before it gets devalued like the ruble. From Young Architect. My gaydar goes apeshit whenever I see Coach. I don't know if he's a homosexual, but in between that and the boots, he's definitely gay. From King N64 1994. Hey Jim, did you watch Zelensky and Heels dance video and the famous carpet ass dance? Why, yes, I have seen the WebM is always getting posted on KN polls, so yes, I've seen it before. From the Cancer Man, Jim, Miss Internet Insanity, place make one on Gunty Boy. Alex Ambrose, GME to the moon. From Evil Bunny, Bunny Buddy donating so you can buy cigs or whatever. We'll try to do this every stream. From Jord344, we got a Z. From Stupid Monkey 0, Coach is a conehead. From Sir Adalich, hey Jim, see an R34 between you and Sargon? Peak art. I can say that I don't think I have seen it, but we did do an art contest with Sargon and V where they were voring each other. I've seen that. From Dirk Robin, hey Jim, talked to David Stay the other day and he was hoping for a meetup on one of the live streams. Yeah, I'd go back on David Stay's live streams. I don't know where he's streaming right now though. Is he on DLive or is he on YouTube? Because I know YouTube was fucking with him for a while there, but I've only every once in a while I'll check in, but it seems like he's always getting he's either getting banned there or he's moving to a different platform. From Seethe, Jim, please shout out Trans Visibility Day. Oh my God, chat, it's Trans Visibility Day. We should discuss this. We need to celebrate Trans Visibility Day. How transparent is Trans Visibility Day? What percentage would you say is visible on Trans Visibility Day, chat? Do you have a percent in mind? Right? That's what we're talking about, Transparent Visibility Day. That's what the trans stands for. What percentage is trans visible right now, chat? Oh, there we go. Okay. Apparently, there are a lot of question marks as other people's immediately pick up on what I'm putting down. Okay, there's your shout out. From Josh Hilton, Joe Biden met with his cabinet today. He also talked to the chair and argued with the desk. But I'm bump. Via live stream, Pipkin Pippa canceled her stream for Jim. Pippa is a chud confirmed. From Caustic Man, this conflict is like meeting distant relatives for the first time. They're immediately murdering each other at dinner. From Elaine Hamilton, would you or can you go back on PKA? Somebody asked that earlier. Yeah, I would. John Olmick, no message though. From Mish, read Girls Last Tour, thanks. From Nuker145, today is my brother's birthday. Please wish, John, happy birthday from your brother, Nuker145. From Uncle Hall, hey Jim, how you found a place to sell the Bully of the Week sweatshirts yet? No, I have not. I've been desperately searching, trying to figure this stupid merchandise shit out, and I don't want to do drop shipping. I will figure it out. Eventually, we'll get the Bully of the Week sweatshirts. Somehow, some way, I will figure a way to do it. I thought I had something set up, and it looks like maybe not. So, still working on it. Sebastian Anon, hey Jim, winter has got to move on already. Why is it still snowing? Stupid snow. Anyway, you need to work with It's a Gundam for a Gunpla stream. If you saw how terrible my Gunpla builds are, I don't think I'd have to walk away from a stream in shame from other people talking about Gunpla. I've done terrible things that you're not supposed to do with Gunpla. And I just say it's battle damage and I try to act like it's intentional. But anybody with half a brain's like, no, man, you're just fucking stupid, is really what's going on here. From S4S Coon, did you hear that the Russian finally retreated from Chernobyl after the conscripts made trenches in the Red Forest? And now everyone they sent there has acute radiation poisoning. Oh, that can't be true. They're digging. That can't be true, can it? I have to look that up. From Ethan Alfasi, you hear about Acer Thorne made profoundly autistic game reviews and recently stabbed his father in the face for violating a verbal contract regarding his internet bill. Well, Ethan, we're actually going to talk about him next month. But yes, I have heard of that. From Autism Forums, Jim, Wings got wind of my super hat, and he's mad that he stated he wants age of consent to be 6, actually. Sorry, Wings, I got confused, buddy. From Aaron Vice, Jim, you know my super chat format. You can please tell me what James Drake from Union Bridge is. Also, if you die of cancer, you'll just respawn at the last grace you visited. That's good to know. I'll pop back up. Jake from State, new member. Dahlia Sponge, hey Jim, I've been watching you a lot of your old videos, and I noticed you would pronounce hyperbole wrong. Love you, Daddy Jim. I know it's hyperbole, but I do say it is hyperbole. I think in my mind, it works better. That's my reality. That's what I'm going. Don't deny my lived truth. From the Roasted 8754, I wished you would get cancer back in 2014. Didn't think it would actually work. Well, you got the power, my friend. Now, is your name actually Alex, and do you work at Safeway? Because you've also destroyed another man you might not have intended to destroy, who's got into a spiral because of it. From S4S Coon, also they retreated from Hostomel. They spent the first 3 days and hundreds of VDV lives on trying to laugh my ass off. I'm looking forward to cope to justify this one. From X Epic X Yoshi X, Papa Jim keeps touching me on my no-no zone. From Vessel of Amala, Ara, K-Vibes, can I get a happy birthday for the most bass boomer on the internet? Love you, Jim. Woo! Well, happy birthday, K-Vibes. Blue Satoshi resubbing. Bionicle community is paused as fuck. 3D printing Discord got nuked because I dared complain about troons. What is going on with the Bionicle community? It's the modding. Is everything related to Bionicle going retarded? Bionicle's it's like those are the little Lego Transformers, right? Am I thinking of the right chat? What the fuck is a Bionicle? Let me look this up. I'm pretty sure I know what the fuck it is. Bionicle. Am I right? Is Bionicle owned by Lego? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a Lego Transformers. All right, I got it right. That's for Lego Transformers. Good enough description. I think it works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Bionicle. Is there some kind of weird fucking thrust in the community to ruin everything? It's weird. Aaron Weiss, James Drake from Union Bridge likes adult human males, all, and we, like you, Jim, get well or be left in obscurity, maidenless. From Bong Shui, have you seen the Kevin Wesley 9/11 video? Former Boeing pilot released the best 9/11 footage from the best angle ever. He glows hard. Yeah, there was a new video uploaded. Was it like a week or two ago? Yeah, I have seen it. The Real Teal, ever looking to only use me Blade? He's an old COD streamer who gets wasted on Jaeger for content, got diabetes, and has holes in his legs and teeth. We've covered Blade before in previous streams. And didn't he just propose to his girlfriend, who's not even on the RV with him? He just proposed like last night to his girlfriend over the phone with a Mickey Mouse statue. So I don't know what's going on with that. Droleo 420, Daddy Jim, wish Crystal a happy birthday. Also, goddamn quarter pounder ruining another great op. Well, happy birthday, Crystal. Hash Brown, a new member. Welcome. Confuzzled Tomato, can't watch it right now because I'm at work, but it's really good to see you back. Hopefully you survive the cancer AIDS. Hopefully. Sweetie Squad, what's your thoughts on Will Cuck Slap Jim? Well, we actually went over it at the start of the show. If you back it up, we got like a good 10 minutes on Will gingerly slapping another man who laughed at him afterwards. From Ron Moore, hey Jim, been watching your content since GG. Thanks for the years of content. Here's some scratch towards your recovery. You better recover, nerd. GG. From Chris, David Stay will be streaming. Give him some attention. From New Guardian, I'm missing my supervised visit with my daddy Jim because of being a wagey. I have the mind of a child and I demand grooming. From Medicare, try Alt Hype's based schizo diet. He says super fasting is good for the cancer. You know, I've seen a lot of people have given advice on what to do with the cancer. I always default to Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was very rich. Steve Jobs could have got any kind of medical care he wanted for his cancer. Now, granted, it's a different type, but you get the point. Steve Jobs died from drinking grass milk and doing all this other goofy free energy shit. And do you know what Steve Jobs said at the end of his life before he finally died? After doing all the new age hippie shit to try to cure his cancer? I wish I would have got fucking radiation. I wish I would have listened to the real doctors, is what Steve Jobs said as he died from his cancer. So I think maybe the fasting, there's a component of that. I'm not trying to shit on him. Maybe he's got a point to that, but yeah, I'm not gonna be rubbing crystals on my nipples and slathering my taint with barbecue sauce, drinking river water, whatever else shit people come up with. Did he drink? Somebody in chat, Hyperbowler, he ate a bunch of fruit, which was probably the worst thing he could have done. I'm not 100% sure what he did, but I know it's funny because he was really pissed off at the end. He's at himself, I guess, for not just doing the simple way or the most straightforward fucking thing. From the Grillcast, hey Jimothy, good to see you streaming more often. Wanted to ask if you'd consider guesting on our show sometime, the only comedy show dedicated to radical centrism ever, probably. At Grillcast TM on Twitter if interested. Yeah, I've been popping on people's podcasts for the last couple of months. Hit me up on Twitter. Look out for the handle. Grillcast TM. From Nikki, Power Fist. Grim Echoes, here's some shekels for the Cancer Fund. Appreciate your streams you host. Give a shout out to my buddy Hamburger Guesses, who's a fellow Chudbud. Thanks, Daddy Jim. Oh, there you go. Am I saying that right? Hamburger Guesses? I'm probably butchering that. If it's a clever name, I'm going to fuck it up. I can't even pronounce proper English words. You're expecting too much from me. From FLA Profit, you can't find air duster either. Maybe air conditioning refrigerant. From Charles Salmons, Chud Tremission. Oh, I like that one. Maximum Caffeine. We've got a little emoticon trail talking about Rama Rama. From Simon Wilkins. Terribly unfunny. Why don't they hire me as a joke writer? Also, did you see Rama Rama, or at least part of it, get played on You Are Here? No, I did not, but Rama Rama is a fantastic song. Sebastian Anon, may I suggest Adieu to the Lively Graveyard to add to your playlist? It's a Japanese-Irish folk song. Check it out, never heard of it. Stupid Monkey Zero, ever wonder why there are two nozzles at the pump? It's one for each nostril. See, we're learning things today. From Trig, love your streams, keep it up. Also, what's your favorite Elden Ring weapon you've used so far? Cheers from Wisconsin. I have gotten about, how far have I gotten into Elden Ring? say about 18 hours into it. And I see, I am shit at video games. And once I find a good starting weapon, I will level that up and then just keep it. And I'm fairly certain I'm using the flail right now. And I'm fairly certain I'm going to use that the whole playthrough. Because I don't give a fuck. Maybe I should stream myself playing it so you can see how terrible I am. But I have a tendency when I play video games to say very un-PC things, which is why you don't see a gaming channel with me streaming video games. Because it will end in me being banned. I'll be banned quicker than Destiny was when he ran into kerfuffles. From Selrin, bring back Bully of the Week Letterman jackets. Brian and Sarah, CRP equals Juma. From Crim Scrams, Jim, have you seen the Jesse Peterson show episode where he had Destiny and his Swedish girlfriend Melina on? Highly entertaining. I believe I've seen clips from it. I think, did they talk about their open relationship on that show? I'm not 100% certain. Shackle Goblin, hey, Jibosaurus Rex, hope your days are good, and here's some super chats for you. One last thing, though, are you still into Warhammer or not? I like reading the books. I actually have a extensive book collection. Oh, what is God, how many omnibuses do I have? Oh, fuck, I'd have to go dig it out. Yes, well, Warhammer and Warhammer 40k books, yes, I read a lot of. Way too many books. From Young Geezer, hey, Jim, have you watched Attack on Titan yet? I know what the ending is. There's no, I can't. Like, you're asking me, hey, do you want to, like, invest in this really long-running anime show or read the manga? But I know how it ends, and I know what the creator's thoughts are about it, and I'm like, probably not. I mean, if you like it, that's great. That's fine. If it's your cup of tea, that's awesome. But for me, not so much. From Donald Hellscream, check out Flash star Ezra Miller terrorizing Hawaii. He's assaulting people for singing karaoke and entering couples' bedrooms to threaten to kill them. Actually, no, shit. Was that the, I think I read this story. So it's a couple, a husband and wife, run into, I guess, Ezra Miller, right? And isn't the wife the one that was like, no, honey, let's let him stay at our house and we'll show him around the island. And then, didn't he kick their door in at like midnight and scream, I'm gonna like kill you naked or something? And the police came by? There's some crazy fucking story with, it has to be him. There can't be two celebrities doing that in Hawaii right now. From Jack Ryan, can we get a photo-pilled song to end? I have an archive to send you on Twitter. Slatanic, no message. Some figot. How do you think it'll be by November, Jim? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, the year so far has been pretty good. Got to keep that positive energy going. Got to push with that chud bud shit, and I think we're all going to be good. From Waxican, CRP sees you as his abusive father, and Ralph sees you as his dad he never had. I know, all these men are coming forward. It's very weird. Michael in Seattle, not much, but thanks for the laughs. Glad to finally catch you live. Unfortunately, I'm on break, so I've got to go in 5, but it's a blast. Huff lithium, not gas. Kristen Chavez, not sure how much of a pack of camels goes for nowadays, but I'm sure you'll be able to put this to use. Thanks for the headphone warning, Papa Jim. From Burn, the two reported on kerfuffles are interesting. Sorel and Dimitri Monroe, both lolicons. See, the story gets deeper. I have a feeling by the end of the next month, there'll be like a very complete story on kerfuffles. From Eamon Animations, PP and the Poo Poo, here's to you and Jade in good health. Well, thank you. Walter Deadman, I still think you should change Bully of the Week to Crush the Week. Meaner, but might be better. I'd buy one. Insert your ad here. I think anything that denotes any form of harm giving on Teespring is not allowed. But maybe I'll try to sneak it in. Epic X Yoshi X again. Dr. Yoshi here, Jimbo, for your Ligmades. Have you tried telling it to stop? Do that for a week and you should be fine. Fuck, I never thought of that, but you're probably right. From Xanix, hey Fricker, you missed my super chat last month. Watch Gyaku Burai Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor, and read the manga. Not going to summarize the plot again. Just know it's so good, it's known to cure cancer. From Uncle Hall, bahaha, I prayed to God that I run into Wayne Lambright at a Toastmaster speech competition one day. Also, Jim, did you find any place to sell the Bully of the Week hoodies in case I run across them? Not yet, but when I do, I'll post an announcement. From Burn, one actively exposes Tran Map groomers. From Black Koi Records, President Toastmaster 2024. I'm down for it. VP Metokur from Waxican. Wayne Lambright is baked and bread build. Ghost of Recon Morton. Jim the Moy Shecklestorm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's getting the names from. But apparently Wayne is being stalked by a group of rabbis, and he seems to think that I'm every one of them. Maybe this is like a plot by former Toastmasters to like get revenge on Wayne. And they're hunting him down. I'm not 100% certain. Stupid Monkey Zero, thank you for the name of my next Elden Ring character, Morton Shecklestorm. From E1000 Omega, or E100 Omega 123, presidential candidate Toastmaster is going to report Jimmo to the cyber police. Exiled Postman, resubbing Jim and the Nose Bros. From Jord3444, I remember Jonah Goldberg, that guy got him evicted. He was big on Discord. I remember debating the absolute loser, LOL. He would always make everything about himself. So somebody has crossed paths with Jonah. I don't know if you've debated him. You should recognize his voice. I guess Wayne can confirm whether or not I'm Jonah as well as, what was it, Morton Shecklestorm? Ghost of Recon Morton, Jim the Moy Shecklestorm. Yeah, they're loving that. Alex Mortriff, can you wish my friend James a happy 30th birthday? Make sure to call him a boomer and talk about great benefits of turning 30. James, you big boomer, there are no benefits of turning 30. And Alex thinks you're kind of a dick. Can't believe he said that. It's really weird. He paid to say it, too. Even harsher. From Mr. Bacon, new member, welcome. X-Kilkenny X69 resubbing. Detective Richard, ever watch the Coach Red Pill anime by SLB? I haven't seen it, no. From Bird Angel 15, your ability to induce impotent rage upon your haters is an inspiration to us all. Keep rocking, you beautiful bastard. From Burn, the other went on a date with a lolly pish drinking Mr. Cynical. I feel like you're telling a story, Burn, throughout the super chats, but they're so broken up, they're coming off as like non sequiturs. This is all related to kerfuffles, right? From Mr. Tanglio 885, you're going to cover the Destiny situation with that groomer. We did go over it a bit. From Noble Atlas 88, Jim, on that last interview stream you mentioned you used to mess with the commentary channels. Are you talking about Repsion, the Archfiend, etc.? I'm talking about, I'd have to look up the names of the commentary channels that we're getting screwed with. I'll try to find some of it and play it on next month's stream for you, Noble Atlas. Maybe like put together a little clip video for the break segment in between the stream. Burn. Susan made me break up super chats because of the P word. Thank her for the smokes. There we go. From Classical Positioning for 100. Jim, anonymity may be dead, but that doesn't mean it can't be revived. If normies had any idea how much info you could scrape up with a private investigator and a Crown T doc server and the damage you could cause, you'd see them screaming for online anonymity overnight. I don't know. I'd actually disagree a bit. I think it's generational at this point. I really do. And this goes beyond like Zoomers, right? What are they calling the next one? Generation Alpha? Whatever. I don't think they care. I don't think they view it as important anymore. I don't think to them anonymity means shit. Probably because they've grown up in an environment where they haven't enjoyed it. So they don't think they're really giving up anything. But to them, it's normal to give out your full name, your address, your phone number to link everything together, to have one almost central ID. That's just, I think, how it is for them now. And with so many, younger kids on video sharing platforms or doing streaming, usually with the face cam, like the idea of just being an anonymous username, I really do think there's like a generational split. Now, maybe if they see, you're kind of talking about one example, almost a lower level example, but if they saw like a heavy pressure coming from corporations or the government and why anonymity might be important, maybe then, but I don't know. I don't want to get too black pilled here. There's a message from Michael Craig, but it was retracted. JDH87. We all know that Jim is Morty after all. This is Jim's nose talking to us. From Michael, get well soon, Jimbo. From Blood Gian, Jim, is Wayne pulling are you a Kaiser Soze? Or you are I don't know. Is this all a mind fuck? Could Wayne be a mastermind? Perhaps. He does have a 1 billion IQ. Zippy, early birthday gift from me. Thanks for the stream. I'm glad you liked it. Arc 509, hope everything is going well down at Anime Avenue, Jim. Here's some shekels for your cancer AIDS treatment. From Brother Chan, you light up my life, Jim. Thanks for the laughs. Scarecrow's Z709, Jim, if you remember Karate Kyle, you went fully insane. He'd name, I'm sorry, Karate Kyle went fully insane. He's name I'd Von Helton, and I know you'll get hours of entertainment from him. Karate Kyle, I might have that written down somewhere. I don't know. People have been throwing out some good suggestions, but I've been so like the Acer Thorn thing. Again, is really crazy. When I go over it next month, I think you'll all kind of get an idea of just how nuts it is. Because it's pretty over the fucking top. That's really kind of been something I've been watching for a week or two now, and then before that, just other crazy shit, really. Triggers McNickers expected possible suspension of federal election this year, definitely by 2024. Martial law will be declared due to a terrorist attack that will immediately be blamed on the usual mega scapegoats. Am I trusting the plan with this one? I don't know. From John Stonehenge. Thanks for the grooming, Daddy Jim. John Doe. Hello, Mr. Shecklestorm. It's Mr. Leibowitz. We just received a package here at Israel Embassy from a Mr. Lambright. We were wondering if you knew anything about it. I wouldn't shake that package if I were you, Mr. Leibowitz. I'd leave it outside on the grass. From Zen Master Me, oy vey, take my shekels away. Lord Chippy Dip, you got to run them over with your car. That's what you do. You just run them over. You're my favorite N-word, Jim. I love you. From Good Meme, Jim, perfect timing for coming out as a Jewish actor. I was in a motorcycle accident last week, and the pain is just starting to go away. Needed someone to blame for it. I'm glad I could help. From Egerlith, so you're Nick Rekieta now. I don't know exactly what time this came from, but okay. From JB Behemoth, want to give my wife and fellow potato American Courtney a birthday woo. Thanks, my man. Well, happy birthday, woo! From Mr. Kermetto, got any forecasts for how Ralph Meetup Party is going to go? What are the chances that somebody goes and crashes it? What are the chances of a ball pit? I don't know exactly. From what I understand, it's a bowling event in a bowling alley he rented out. And I think, okay, so Revenge of the Sis is going. Dick Masterson, somebody from InfoWars and Destiny for some reason. And they're all going to bowl each other? I don't know how that's going to turn out. Are they even live streaming it? They have to be, right? From Some Again, this upcoming Wayne Saga is going to be amazing. I agree. From me, 04120, who thought World War III would be Sweetie Squad versus Glowy Gang? You're done, kiddo. John Stonehenge, with just a donation, thanks. Ocean Redux, who knew Jim was a chosen individual? Thanks for the streams over the years, Rabbi. You are welcome. From Pooh Zerker, do you have any plans on doing another anime stream? Any new series have stuck out to you? Ranking of the Kings is pretty decent. I might. I've mostly been reading manga. I tried light novels. People suggested light novels to me. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought, okay, from the way it had been explained, they're kind of like, they're like younger readership, right? So don't go into a light novel thinking you're going to get like an adult novel. It's like maybe like high school or junior high. But I don't know if it was just the light novel I read, but there were like one-word sentences, and it was so fucking awful. I had to kind of give up on that. So now I'm just kind of like, I guess it's a spectrum. Light novel, manga, anime. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm right on manga. Like anime is good, and I'm looking forward to some. And light novels I've moved away from after one bad experience. And now I'm right in that sweet zone of just manga. From Michael Craig, I've got the C2. Rabbi Jim will eventually heal, but Ethan Ralph will always be Ethan Ralph. From Orbo the Epic, R. Landon Starfish, glad to see you made it another month. From Ezra Silverberg, Jim, I've enjoyed your content for nearly 10 years. Thanks for all the good times. From The Royal Wraith, breaking news, Emperor Scale and Brett Spiner have brokered peace with Russia after solving Putin's poopy baby predicament. I knew Gal could get it done. From Mario Kart 13, Alex double bagged it for you, Wayne. Tony the Mighty Jim, you need to stop persecuting poor Wayne. Mr. Morris, did Wayne work for PayPal or something? Researching his internet history, he seems to have been a part of the tech industry at some point in the 2000s. Yes, from what I understand, Wayne was a part of the tech industry, and I think he was somewhat successful too. We'll ask him when he comes on stream next month. From Stupid Monkey Zero, I need a mashup of the girl and the dragon tattoo, the man with the Batman tattoo, and 50 Shades of Grey from Alex, with Wayne as the main character. From Trigger McNickers, S word, a B word, a D word, white boy. From Nuber Tuber Luber, love the implied association between whites and gays. From Abyss Walker Rat, Jim, tell Augie RFC to gain some muscles on his T-Rex arms. Well, there you go, Augie. You got to pump that shit up. From Garbo Legalis, we've got somebody doing a pump up fucking emoticon. Drew CC, all right, Jimothy, I'm asleep 5 hours to go shove myself into a submarine. God bless and good night. Good night to you. It's me, the Lightbringer. I've got a 160 IQ, cried the homeless man living in a shack in the desert. That's usually the way, isn't it? From Masturbate, curse you, Shecklestorm, cried the Toastmaster while choking on a bag filled with genitals and shaking his fist at a man with a Batman tattoo. Len Starfish, a new member. Rindy Bell, thank you for the laughs, Daddy Jim, and shout out to my favorite Glowy Frog 64 from Decaf Geek. Glad to hear you this month, Chudbud. Alley the Blues, read Getter Robo. From L Sid Leon, I hope you're all right, Jim. I'm trying my best. From Matt B, Jimbo, you should go back to Ricada on a good day. He's already said he wanted you back on recently. Yeah, I popped back on with Ricada. Had fun talking with him. From Ashton Apps, we must resurrect Randy Stair to forcefully transform Ukrainian femboy draft Dodgers. The Wilfred Brimley Rabbit, Walt Shitley Pictures presents. From Iron Wolf Spear Jim, this is Safeway, guys. Reminds me of the 30 people left who follow Ralph. Suey! From Chocolate Noodle, this guy must have had a heart attack when he hears a Wesley Wills songs. From Mr. Bacon, Wayne is a human example of, but wait, it did get worse. From Hickabim, this shit hits hard. Spider Dude 93, Wayne thinks Jim pulls Hololive numbers. Right, doesn't he? From Il Supremo, to think you could have been a teacher, Jim. I will never get to send your child to Minneapolis or Minnesota public schools to be educated by Mr. Augustine. From Lord Chippy Dip, bro, my heart, take my money, Mr. Sheckelstein. I'll see you at the synagogue on Saturday. L'chaim, good sir. Too bad we don't get to enjoy heaven, huh? From Mobile Crusader, future is looking lambright, Chud Buds. Ted Cruz with the top down. Thank you, Daddy Jim. Very cool. Captain Diomedes is a new member. From Pisek Oive, Mr. Metokur, take the Shecklestorm. Polyfrog64, did you see Nick Ricada's stream about Ralph? Nick went hard on him. Also, the Quarter Pounder ruined the surprise that Nick was going to be on Ralph or Elijah Schaefer's show with Ralph. Yeah, we did talk about it. The quartering completely fucked that up. From Lizard American, just when you think Ralph can't fall further, he just keeps rolling on down. Jack Blondie, 3:42 a.m. Looks like the piggies on the Pileys again. VHS Paradise. Hey, Jim. When Ralph was raging at you, he mentioned how he loved you and had known you for 8 years. What did you thought about those 8 years with Ralph? It's just people on the internet, man. Iron Wolf Spear. Ralph has asked people in his inner circle to protect him. At the hangout, one of them has been accused of graping a former Ralph fan in Vegas, so? What? Ralph has asked people in his inner circle to protect... Are you saying somebody's going to grope Ralph? This fucking bowling tournament sounds like it's going to have some action around it. From Mariner1712, please get in touch with my friend Veroza on Twitter and YouTube. She covered Acer Thorne and decided to threaten her with doxing and DMCA'd her channel. From Black Daddy, new hit single Guntum Style by Ethan Ralph. Thought-provoking resubbing, maybe Blood Sharks 2.0. Colin Stevens, Ralph lacks the capacity to lean into any controversy. He goes full donga every single time. From John Doe, hey people, Merchants Guild here, generously funding Jim's stream. From some guy 001, if you look at Faith and May, Alice seems like Ralph's type. I'd believe it. From Audentum, Jim, I'm working on a Ralph video. Could you say Ethan Ralph versus Audentum? Thanks and God bless. I bet I fucking butchered your name too, didn't I? Light Shaman, Jim, from one weeb to another, I highly recommend watching or reading Doro Hidoro. Grade A stuff. Also looking forward to the upcoming shitstorm from Hogaway. From Bromedy Blank, Baked Murphy, Shadow Humor, I love Mr. Metokur. He is my father. From Poor Zerker, Ricada is saying he's against getting in trouble. A reminder to chat. He has Andrew Bronca, self-defense attorney on all the time. Imagine Sui taking a swing and Ricada beating his ass legally. From Colin Stevens, make sure Ralph is seething in his closet in this. Snots, thanks, Jim. From Rotten Moth, hi, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Love your streams. Well, I'm glad you like them. From Minute World, hey, Jim. Are you thinking of making new content on your BitChute page anytime soon? Probably not anytime soon. Ted Cruz with a top-down, China is not a country. Fact, it's a rogue province of Taiwan. From Crest Corleone, tomorrow's my birthday. Thanks for the stream, Jim. Well, happy birthday. From Nemisi Raccoon, hey, man. Been having a shit week, but glad for the stream and the chance to get a good laugh. Well, hope you enjoyed yourself. From GP, love your stuff, Jim. Thanks for doing what you do. You don't mind a quick message to my friends? See, I'm just going to spell it out because if there's a way to all caps pronounce that, I don't know what it is, but CFVRGN, change your shit, cheers. Oh, I'm sorry, CFVRGN, charge your shit, cheers. Old man's getting tired. From Nightmare, Alex in the Snake Brigade is closing in on your location. From Lame Hamilton, please go on Rogue After Dark with Dylan for some Dylan talk. Namis Raccoon, also did you see Front Mission 1 and 2 remake for Switch? I hate to say, but I'm hyped. I'm hyped as fuck for it myself. I love Front Mission. Joe Camel, drinking and enjoying the stream with my birthday. Thanks, Jimmo. Remember to check under your bed for the Gunt. Romany Blank, hey, Jimothy, just wanted to tell you how thankful I am for these streams and your guest appearance on smaller creators' channels. Especially that stream on Cozy with the Lego Kid. Laughed my ass off. Yeah, I had fun with him. Michael, I can't remember the last name. Probably angry that I can't. But it was a good time. Mr. Kill Everything. Need a cigarette? Have a cigar. From Sean Turner. What are your thoughts on the greatest video game finally getting an anime? Aki Shinmu. Does that make it the greatest anime now? Get mad, JoJo fans. I don't know. Bromedy Blank. Also, Jim, did you see Adam Nothing's Facebook post? Because he called Hassanovic Cod brutal. No, I've not seen that. From Blue Satoshi. Maybe Will pukes because of his gag reflex. It's possible. Ecstasy of Thinking. No Narcissa Twitch shout out. What is the roundup? The winner should get a hat. Have a good one, Jim. Shekel State. Rod and Moth. If you're serious about the art contest, I look forward to it. Had a rough week. Glad your streaming cheered me up. I am looking forward to people drawing these pictures. Whether they're going to do that or not, I can't tell you. But if they do, I think we're going to have a good time. A Giantess of Miser. Jim, what's your take? What's your take with UBI? Do you support it? UBI Universal Basic Income? Wasn't that what was his name? Fuck. Give me a second here. My throat's getting sore. Okay. Who was the politician that was promising that? The Democrat, the Asian guy. I'm blanking on his name. I don't know. UBI seems to be a post-scarcity concept to me. That's what I would say as far as UBI goes. Sovereign Phoenix. Not sure if you know this, but rabbis sometimes sip in the tip after a Brit Mila. True story. From Wargame341, have you heard of the Netflix reality show Love on the Spectrum? It's exactly what it sounds like. You can find multiple clips. From Brian R. for 100. Just wanted to one-up everyone else. Super chat. Don't give a fuck what you use it for. Just keep making streams. Well, thank you very much. From Minute World. Also, could you say Fuzzow is a lamer for me? Yeah, I could, but I bet I fucked the name up too. I have a very difficult time pronouncing things. From Brian P. Still amazed how well you called out the coof before it officially started. You're always on point. Keep it going. From Salias. Please post that ad on your BitChute. You like that ad, do you? I'll play that one more time for you, folks. You know what? I'll turn off a little banner thing, a little scrolling thing. There you go. So it's just the ad. Here you go.
If you're the lucky owner of an Android phone that hasn't burst into flames like the shithouse product that it is, if I got an offer for you today. It's a brand new dating app for Caucasians only. No darkies allowed. Do it right. Keep it white. And every download of the app today from the App Store will come with over 20 pounds of pussy and ass. Act now. Supplies limited.
There you are. Unobstructed video. There you go. Now where's my scroll? There we go. There we are. Feel free to do with it as you like. Lost Glitter Freeze. Do you think Will Smith or Shinji Ikari slaps harder? Shinji would. That's how sad it was to watch Will Smith do what he did. It jumped again. Hold on a second here. Okay. We're finally getting to the end here. So, let's see. S. Cyber Taz, collaborate with Sid Alpha with the Acer Thorn video. That's who I saw originally talking about Acer Thorn. That's the one who's getting threatened with a lawsuit right now by Acer Thorn for covering him. And I plan to go over his video, and I think he's doing a response video as well. So it'll be included in next month. Because yeah, Sid kind of stuck himself out there, sticking up for smaller channels with a guy that's super litigious and likes to go after people. From Nicholas Diorio, what are your thoughts on Smaggledangle? I don't even know what the fuck that is. What is that? Is that a person or a product? The fuck is Smaggledangle? You're making me look this up now. Smaggledangle? Let's see. Is this an in joke? I don't know. I'm sorry, Nicholas. I don't know. I have no thoughts. Spider Dude 93, new member. Brahmany Blank, use Otakur's latest video as your new intro outro. From Richard the Woo Flu, and now a Fallout Future. What the fuck is going on, Jim? Just good times ahead. From Thomas Fitton, if Wings, Ralph, Boogie, Destiny, Fuentes, Catboy, and CRP were having a WWE brawl, who do you think would get game ended first? Who outfats the other fat in the end? Who would the prize winnings be? If they all got into a brawl, who would? Okay, well, I think Fuentes would get where he'd get game ended first. I mean, the size of Boogie. I know, yeah, Wings and Boogie are pretty big. CRP is going to sit in the corner, winded. Really? But no, I think Fuentes probably would physically have a leg up on Destiny. So Destiny would go out first. Who would be the winner? Boogie would. He'd bring a gun. I was overthinking it. Of course, Boogie would win. He'd have a gun. From Colin Stevens, a new member. Garma Zabi, have you played Elden Ring yet? Yes, I'm playing it right now. I took a small break to play Kirby because I liked Kirby. From Palmas McSoy, good to have you back. Your videos always make me laugh and smile. I hope your treatments are successful. Love you, Jimbo. No homo. From JB, hey man, nice shot. Kazakanaga 35, hey Papa Jim, check out Sunith. He seems like your kind of game reviewer. From Sucker Punk Projects, what do you think of the iDubbbz boxing match? I don't think I've heard of it. Are you talking about the one that Sam Hyde challenged him, or is there something else? From Charles Salmons, resub, I believe. Happy you're not dead. Keep laughing. Brian P, new member. Somalia, can I get a woo? Gonna go buy some merch soon. Can't wait to be on that list. Everybody loves that list. Richard House Plantagenet. Russia focused so hard on vaporizing Redditors, they literally threw World War III. Bring back Metokur in the morning, or I will send my Bitcoin assassins after you. From Laparty, have you considered writing a book about your time on the internet? Autobiography of a shitposter. What would that consist of? Would that just be it'd be a 300-page book with just a printout picture of a Rickroll on the first page and a $20 price tag? VHS Paradise. David is still on YouTube. The David Stay Show. From B. Davis, would you pay money to see a fight between Ethan Ralph versus Nick Rekieta? Well, I wouldn't pay money, but I'd watch it for free. From Hash Brown, Jimbo, Baked Alaska's steak strip is seen in the reflection of Alice's chicken broth ramen. Doubt you want that painting. Oh, I do. From Tor Theo, Alex from Safeway, a demigod who gave Jim cancer and destroys lives with mere words. What deep lore have we uncovered? From Excited Postman, Jim, say hyperbole 3 times fast. You're going to make me say hyperbole, aren't you? I see where we're going with that. From Epic Yoshi again, if you expire, can I have your ecchi manga, Papa Jim? No, it's going to be buried with me, obviously. From Autism Forums, Jim Wings just messaged me he's actually getting a signature to have age of consent to 5. He demanded that you apologize on stream or no lasagna stream. My God, he's out of control. From High of Tap, Bully the Week, Israel Rules, USS Liberty Rules. From GSPI 1005, Jim, any thoughts on our soon-to-be new totally not child-loving Supreme Court nominee, chosen not at all by the race or gender? I've seen that going on in the background, but I've not paid any attention to it because I've been so consumed in all the other shit going on. I couldn't tell you shit about this person or the process they're going through. From Braddock, Jim, what was your Elden Ring build and favorite weapon? I already answered that one earlier. I went with, my problem that I always ran into with like the Dark Souls games was I always was a bitch and I always fell back on magic. So with my Elden Ring play, I wanted to just go pure physical, which, so, can I post screenshots of it? I don't know. How would I even show it? I'll figure something out. Iron Wolf Spear. Hey, Jim, if I win in the art contest, can my reward be you on my show for an interview? I have Power Hat, and I can take questions during the interview. You have Power Hat? Well, I don't know what a Power Hat is, but sure, why not? Oy Vey, you should talk to Destiny again since he's on YouTube again. From Excited Postman, can you play us out with the Weatherman song? Sure, I will do that. From Brett Bauer, lazy can't type shekel message. From Durkee Mimi, I can't believe you haven't read any of the last minute donations after you ended streams. Don't chew me out of the donation reading. Thanks for the laughs. Fuck cancer. Good luck to all the chuds. From Epic Yoshi Jimbo, are you into King of Fighters 15? People can challenge you. I don't think I've played it yet, to be honest with you. Bad at Karate, no message on that one. Platinum Gaming, Medicare Gaming on Odyssey. Loving the Chud energy and streams. Take a super chat for the Cancer AIDS Fund. Well, thank you. From Nick Corcodialis, I should not waste my money, but man, glad to hear you. I'm glad you like it. From Fran, I know of a streaming site who are committed to free speech that Hard R Superstar Randbot has been streaming there for 2 years with not even a meek look by the admins. EntropyStream.live. Bad at Karate. Remember Mad Bull 34? Man, that was great. From Lurk Snitch Tongue, have you read Gore-Tex and Felix at all? Yeah, I think I've got, is it the 5th? I'm up to the 5th or the 6th omnibus on that. Or Gotrek and Felix, Jesus Christ. I talk for too long and I get mush mouth and it just gets worse as time goes on. From Celis, did you check out Shamo? No, I don't think I have yet. From Booty Salad, busted my behind today at the wage cage. The stream kept me company. Take some shekels for making today tolerable, Daddy Jimbo. I'm glad it was tolerable. From Il Supremo, sell tank tops so I can wear your gear to the gym. I'm gonna, my tank tops are exclusively gonna say looking for gay sex in the locker room. That's gonna be the branding. Looking for gay sex in the locker room. Take me without asking on the back. So the front says I'm looking for dick, and the back says just take me. Oh, you want to do some reps? Oh, muscly. From GeoStellar, rewatched an old stream 6 additional years later, and Starship Citizen is still an alpha cope, $10,000 bros. From Epic Yoshi, have you tried Pick on the Week? I could try it. From Dick Jones, do you think asteroid 65803 Diomedes will end us all our problems if NASA's DART plan fails? I don't know. How about Yellowstone blows up too? And Three Gorges Dam goes down. And I don't know, there's a fucking forest fire